Good morning, everyone. So yesterday we have discussed about properties of square roots, square and square roots, and also we have learned about Pythagorean triplet and what is square root we have learned and how many methods are there for solving the square root also we have learned. So we will start our exercise today. That is exercise 1. So what is the first bit? What will be the units place? What will be the units place, unit visit of the square of the following numbers? So only we have to find the unit digit value. So what is the first one in that? 39. So if you square this 39, what will be the unit digit we have to find? So what is the given number here? Given is 39. So first we have to find the square of unit digit. What is the square of unit digit? This last digit we have to find. So square of unit digit. What is the square of unit digit? What is the unit digit? That is 9. We have to find the square for that. So 9 square will be equals to 81. Okay. Now what we have to find? We have to find unit digit of a squared number. For this number we have to find. So unit digit of a squared number. What is that? If you square this 39, unit digit place is how much? 9. 9 square will be 1. In the same way, 39 square unit digit value also will be 1. So you got here 1. So the square value of 39 will also be equals to 1. So next one, that is 297. So given number is 297. And what we have to find first? Square of a unit digit we have to find. So what is the square of unit digit? What is the unit digit here? 7. So 7 square will be equals to 49. Now what is the unit digit of a square? The whole square. The square of 297 will be here you got 9, so the answer will be equals to 9. So if you square this 297, again 7 square will be equals to 9. So the square of this 297 will be again 9 here. Third one, 5125. So given number is 5125 and square of a unit digit. Digit will be how much? What is the unit digit place here? 5. So 5 square will be equals to 25. So what is the answer there? If you square is 5125, again unit place will be 5 only. So unit digit of a square number is how much? 5. So fourth one, 7286. So given number is 7286. Now first we have to find the square of unit digit. Square of unit digit. What is the unit digit they have given? That is 6. So 6 square is how much? 36. So in the same way, if you square this 7286, again the unit place will be 6 only. So unit digit of a square number is how much? 6 itself. Last one, 51 What is that? 8742. So what is the given number? Given number is 8742, and first we have to find the square of unit digit. Square of unit digit. What is the unit digit placed in the given number? That is last digit is 2. So 2 square will be equals to 4. So for the square of 8742, the unit place will be again 4 itself. So unit digit of a square number. Number is also 4. So this is our first bit. Second one is, which of the following numbers are perfect squares? Which numbers are perfect squares we have to find? So by using prime factorization we can do, we are having 3 methods in that. One is prime factorization, difference of positive or odd numbers, and last one is division method. Any one method we can use for that. So which of the following numbers which numbers are perfect squares we have to find. So first one is 121. So we have to see whether this 121 is a perfect square or not. So by using prime factorization I am solving this. So what is the prime factorization of 121? So if you do the prime factorization, in prime factorization only we will use a prime number. So I am taking 11 here. 11 ones are 11. 1 will be remaining. 11 ones are 11. So what is this? 11 ones are 11. So 11 11s are 121, 11 ones are 11. So what you got here? 121 can be written in the form of 11 into 11. So what is a perfect square? Perfect square is nothing but product of two equal factors. So you got two equal factors, and if you multiply these two equal factors, we are getting 121. So therefore we can tell that 121 is a perfect square. So second one, 136. So find the prime factorizations of 136 first. So 136 can be written in the form of, do prime factorization. First I am using two tables. 2 6s are 12, 2 8s are 16, 2 34s are 68, 2 17s are 34, 17 ones are 17. So you got here as how many 2s you are having? 3 2s. 2 cube into 17. So these are not equal factors. So we can say that 136 is not a perfect square. Next one, 256. So do prime factorization of 256 first. In two table we can see 2 1s are 2 2s are 2 8s are 2, 128s are 256, 2 6s are 12, 2 4s are 8, 2 32s are, 2 16s are, 2 8s are, 2 4s are, 2 2s are, and 2 1s are. So how many 2s you got? 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8. So we can write this as 16 into 16. So 16 16s are 256. So we are having product of two equal factors. So we can tell this 256 is a perfect square. I have divided this 2 in equal times. So 4 2s, again 4 2s, 2 2s are 4, 4 2s are 8, 8 2s are 16, again 2 2s are 4, 4 2s are 8, 8 2s are 16. So 16 16s are 256. So product of two equal factors is, we will call it as perfect square. So by 321 you find first. So we can take in 3 table. 3 plus 2 is 5, 5 plus 1 is 6. By using divisibility rule, it is divisible by 3. So 3 1s are 3, 3 7s are 21. It is 3 107s are 321. Next 7 plus 1 is 8. So it will go in 107 107 ones are, because 107 is a prime number. So what we can write is 321 as 3 into 107. So these are not equal factors. So we can write 321 is not a perfect square. So last one, 600. The 600 you tried as homework. So whether the 600 is a perfect square or not, you see by using first you do the prime factorization. Then if you are getting the equal factors, that is a perfect square. If you are not getting the equal factors, it is not a perfect square. Next is third bit. So what is third bit? The following numbers are not perfect square, give reason. They are not perfect square, it is, but why we have to mention that. So for third bit is the following numbers are not perfect squares. Give reason. So already I told you that the numbers which are not repeating in a perfect squares, if you write all the perfect square, 1 square will be 1, 2 square will be 4, 3 square will be 9, 4 square is 16, 5 square is 25, 6 square is 36, 7 square will be 49, 8 square will be 64, 9 square is 81 and 10 square is equals to 100. So already I told you the properties of perfect squares. So in first property the numbers ending with 0, 1, 4, 5, 6 and 9. So these numbers if you are ending with these digits only that will be perfect squares. So what are the remaining numbers? That will be 2, 3, 7, 8. And also single zero. So if the numbers which are ending with these digits, they will be not perfect squares. Only that reason we have to write here. So first one is 257. So last digit is what here? 7. So that will be not a perfect square. So given 257. So the number is ending with the last digit is 7. So if it is ending with 7, that will not be a perfect square. So therefore by properties of squares, perfect squares, the number ending with 7 will not be a perfect square. So in the same way the remaining values also you have to write. Second one is 4592. Again the last digit is 2. In perfect square we are not seeing any unit digit as 2. So by using the properties you can tell that that is also not a perfect square. So given 4592. So by the property of perfect square, the number ending with 2 is not a in even number of zeros should be there. But in this 5050 you are having only single zero. So it is also not a perfect square. Next, last one is 6098. So in this 6098 also the last number is 8. So by using the perfect square we can tell this number is also not a perfect square because the last digit is 8. So remaining 3 problems you write as homework. What are 3 numbers? Third one is 2433. Fourth one is 5050. And fifth one is 6098. So all these unit digits placed will not seen in perfect square values. Write that reason. So next one, fourth bit. So find whether the square of the following numbers are even or odd. So if you are squaring the given number, the result will be even number or odd number we have to see. So already I told you in properties, if you square a even number, again the result will be even number itself. And also if you square a odd number, again the result will be odd number itself. So fourth bit, find whether the square of a given numbers are even or odd. So after squaring the given number, the result is even number or odd number we have to find. So first one is 431. 431 is which type of number? 431 is an odd number. So if you square this odd number, again the result will be odd number itself. So given 431. So by property of perfect square, square of odd number will be always odd. So what is the square of this 431? Again the result will be odd number only. So square of 431 square will be always odd number because 431 is a odd value. Next is second one, that is 2826. So what is the result here? What is the given number? 2826. This last is even number. So this 2826 is a even number. So by using the property we can tell that square of an even number, again it will be a even number. So square of (2826) is even because 2826 is even number. So next one, 8204. So this 8204 is again an even number. So if you square an even number, again the result will be even itself. So square of 8204 is even because 8204 is even number. If the given number is even, then the square of that number will be again even itself. So by using that property we can tell. Okay, last one. This last two problems you try it as homework. Fourth one is so these two problems here last is this fourth one is an odd number because 9 is an odd number. This whole term is a odd number. 17,779 is a odd number. So if you square this odd number again the result will be odd number itself. So write in sentence. And last one, this is 99,998. This is an even number. So this whole number is even number. So if you square an even number again the result will be even number itself. So try these two as homework. Remaining problems will continue tomorrow. Thank you.
చెప్పండి.